welcome to this month's issue of Video Update. It's about time. It's about time we were paid fairly for the work we do. It's about time we get a contract, and it's about time the companies start being honest. So stay tuned. So we had the opportunity to be on the company investment call last week, and the company reported once again another profitable quarter. That makes 39 quarters consecutive profit. And 39 quarters, flight attendants have been working extended duty days for free. Since negotiations began over a year ago, Maury has made the statement many times that he doesn't believe we experience enough delays to warrant any duty rigs in our contract. He calls them one-offs. They hardly ever happen. So we started collecting those delays in the delay report, and on the very last session in September, we took those delays to Maury. A stack of over 55 delays representing over 200 flight attendants had occurred in just a couple of months. He said while he wasn't willing to put anything in writing, he'd be happy to throw money at any flight attendants that had worked extended duty days and to ask Tracy to facilitate. So we did. We put that out to the members to gather up all of their extra hours. And what we found out is some people had looked back as far as the beginning of this year and found out they had contributed over 70 unpaid hours above their extended duty date. That's another month's worth of work that they worked for free. 99 submissions within the first 5 days of Throw Me the Money. It's about time we were paid fairly. Time and again, the company has told us this is not their intention, and then followed up to do exactly the opposite of what they said they were going to do. For instance, part-time. A few months ago at the table, they said it was not their intention to replace full-time flight attendants with part-time, and yet that's exactly what they've done in Honolulu. We don't know what to believe. When the bus tour went out, we had flight attendants who had asked to be on the bus, and they were told they'd be paid just like everyone else. But when they got there, they found out they weren't going to be paid. They were on reserve, they got credited reserve hours, but no flight hours. We actually had a chance to join the bus. We went out to Shreveport, Louisiana, and met up with the bus, passed out some flyers, showed our support. We saw somewhere between 30 and 50 people show up, but when it got reported to the paper, the company said over 300 people showed up for that event. We thought that was interesting. I don't know what to believe. A couple of days ago, we ended service to Fort Collins, Colorado. The company said it was an internal business decision. But recently, in an interview, Maury indicated that it could be safety related. That brought up some concerns whether Fort Collins is safe. And if it isn't, why have we been flying there for 10 years? That upset the airport there, as you can imagine, because they lose a lot of funding when commercial service goes away. But recently, the company did send out some information stating that they'd still be doing charters from Fort Collins to Laughlin. So is it safe or is it not? It's important that we know, and they need to be honest. The Throw Me the Money campaign was a perfect example of the company needing to be honest. When Maury said he would happily throw money at flight attendants who'd work extended days, we took him at his word. We set up a campaign where they didn't have to do anything. Flight attendants could go, fill out a small form, submit it. It automatically went to Tracy and copied Maury so he would know that we were requesting money for those unpaid duty hours. Within 5 days, they'd received over 90 submissions. At that time, we got a call and the company asked us to shut it down, making the statement they weren't going to pay anybody. We gave Maury the opportunity to be a man of his word. We gave him an opportunity to prove that he would do what he said he would, and he didn't. And now the company's training scabs to replace the flight attendants in the event of a strike. I did speak to them when they sent that information out and said, why are you doing that? We aren't talking about a strike. It's so far away. It's never going to happen. And they're concerned that they have to be prepared and that it's going to take some time. What is their intention to do with the scabs? We don't know. It's about time the companies start being honest with us and with the community. Mediation begins November 13th and 14th. We'll have an opportunity to sit down once again with the national mediator this time to explain our side and hear the company's position and hopefully get all of our open issues wrapped up. Since the beginning of all of this, it's been the intent of the NT to get you a solid first contract that everyone can vote for. It's still our intention to do the right thing and take the high road and get this wrapped up as soon as possible. It's about time we got a fair contract. So in closing, now's the time to show you are united and support this unity we're working so hard for. Tanya Williams recently did. She had applied for a part-time trainer position, and when recently realized that that trainer position might include training the scabs, she told the company she wasn't interested. Good job, Tanya. And speaking of unity, we recently had an opportunity to attend a Unity Day at Southwest Locals 556 and 555. We met with the president of 555, that's the ground workers there at Southwest. They're actually going into mediation just a week ahead of us. So even Southwest employees sometimes end up in mediation. We pledged our support to them, let them know if there's anything we can do, we'd be happy to help, and they did for us as well. So that wraps up our It's About Time issue of this month's video update. If you haven't yet gotten your It's About Time bag tag, please look to your base rep. They do have them, they're giving them out. Put them on your bag. We need to let the company know that we're serious, we're united, and it's about time.